Staying up too late, cause I'm watching Futurama, thinking where's my trauma.
Alrighty. Much as I like this song, has lyrics, so we have to skip it. There we go. Alright. Hi. Hello. I'm down here. How are you doing today? How are you, chat? Are you having a good day today? I hope you're having a good day. Where we left off on this project is we were getting ready to do all of the wiring. I did all of that off stream, so it's all wired up, it's powered on, it's working. I did push plastic. Because of all the mods that we did to this, I wanted to make sure, hey, does this work? So why are you still yellow? 1 second, let me try and fix this. Set basement lights to white. There we go. So, everything's working. We have a lot of tuning to do. So, while it pushed plastic, it did not push it good. We definitely didn't get a cube or anything out of this yet. The only thing I was able to verify is that it can move. Like, this is it. This is all we got out of it. That's it. That's all we got. So here's the thing. As much as I wanted this to be a purely, like, I wanted the entire process to be documented, all the stuff to get this to actually push plastic was boring as hell. And I didn't want to show anybody that. Because it was a lot of problem solving went into this. Another thing you might notice is the rails are gone currently. I'm reprinting their mounts. And then we'll be doing them again. Because believably, so let me home this real quick. Here, I'll swap it to this view here. So we got it homing. Yeah, the other reason why so it homes. That works. Awesome. That's great. As soon as we try to do a bed mesh, we have a problem. So it goes down, and then it exactly what we thought would happen, the bed is tilting. And as it does that, yeah, the entire bed is warping. It is pushing hard on that bed. And the nozzle is juddering to the left a tiny bit. So we have a lot to work on. The problem with the nozzle probe is that there's only a handful of... There's a very small handful of settings for sensitivity. And we can't go max sensitivity. So there's high sensitivity, which is default, medium sensitivity, and then low sensitivity. We're at medium sensitivity. We cannot go to high sensitivity because literally just the movement of the printer triggers it. So that's the problem we're going to solve. I'm thinking we should be able to solve that with the rods, but since these are not like good mounts, since they don't actually clamp on the rod, I don't want to use these. Yeah, long time no talk, man. So, I'm printing new mounts right now. In the wrong color, sadly. It's in black, which will match this, the primary color of the printer. But it won't match the accent color, which is what I was hoping to do. Which is fine. We'll make sure it actually works. If it works, then we don't have anything to worry about. 1 second. Need sustenance. And sustenance today comes from some cream soda of a brand that has not sponsored me. So they don't get a shout out, but it is one of my favorites. Alright, let's see. Can I get any more in? Can't, nope. Printer is just in the way. There we go. Okay, so yeah, let's go to the live view here, and let's control the top camera. Okay, so I don't think there's really much that we can do about the bed tilt right now. We just have to wait for the rods to finish. So let's see if we can figure out why we're having problems extruding. So let's go ahead and first let's do a loading macro. I love how it just inserted the filament into itself. That's actually really funny. So I did load this thing up with a ton of positron macros, because positron macros are just good. So we'll see how things work. Should be fine. Should not cause any issues, but we'll see. Like, for example, I have it doing a PCF check. Hello, Arden. Welcome. No, because it's loading the filament. At least it should be. Nope, the macro failed. Whatever. I'll just manually load it. All right, so that macro doesn't work, but the fan's going, which is exactly what I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and just try printing the Voron cube, and let's see what happens. Today is going to be a day of editing macros, G-code, and a ton of other stuff. Admittedly, won't be super exciting. It's going to take about 2 hours before we can even attempt to do the rods again. So we'll get to that. But hey, bed heating is working. Other nozzle's working. The Konami is not working, but that's because of a Wi-Fi issue. Everything's working for the most part. We had some layer issues, some layer shifting, but the layer shifting was caused by me going a little too ham. Essentially what I did is I loaded up positron G-code, and I just told it to go, because I want to see how fast it could go. Yeah, positron, it can't do positron. It is not as fast as positron. I think that's hilarious. I think it's really funny that positron is faster than the Switchwire. So, yeah, I can't do that. Just waiting for the bed to heat up here. Having layer shifts on my posi, gotta check on that. Yeah, it sounds like either your belts are a little too tight, your running current isn't high enough, or something along those lines. Hey, Callie. Hey, Callie, come over here. Come over here, Callie. So, like, your head can be seen. Oh, wait, hold on. Stay there. Stay there. Come here, Callie. Hey, look, everybody, it's Callie. For once, she's on camera. Callie, come over here. There we go. The mythical Callie finally showing her face, whether she knows it or not. The fuzzy skin looks great. Thank you. So, like, okay, yeah, it homes well. That works fine. Then it's going to purge. So the behavior of what it's doing right now is because it has positron G-code in it. So this is doing this because of the positron G-code. I have it it does. This is what a Voron does when it does a nozzle dock, a positron nozzle dock. Which, I mean, hey, I think the nozzle dock is a great idea because it, you know, docks the nozzle, extrudes some filament, and it doesn't just immediately jump into doing stuff. Like, I think this is going to be something I do on all my Vorons. One thing I like to have is have it zoom home in the back middle, just in case I have something on the bed. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that. So I think it failed this print because of bed adhesion, if I recall correctly. So we'll see what happens here. Just trying to regulate the temperature. I did PID tuning on this, but yeah. Let me get my crotch out of view there. I love how it purges off the side. Like, literally on the edge of the bed. It doesn't stay on the bed. It just drops off the side. And I gotta say, I did not do any Z offset calibration. It's perfect. Z offset is perfect. I'm realizing now that this camera is not an opportune location to show you guys what's going on. So what I'm going to do is face cam is going to become print cam. Yeah, come on. Come on. There we go. Hey, and I'm still in the frame too. Just don't have a lot of light back there. Sorry about that. This actually works really well. Maybe I should have the camera at this height more. Actually, yeah, I might just do that. Yeah, person being shorter, I stay in frame. The whole table is shaking. So if I lunge in this direction over here, it's because I'm trying to save my $900 monitor. Hey, but hey, look at that, chat. We just found a new camera angle that actually works really well. I just need to get better light on it. Do I have a light source that I can aim there? This is with no input shaper or PA tuning. That is correct. I did put a little bit of vision miner. Just a little bit, not a lot. I mean, if this prints well, then I can immediately submit for my serial number, even though technically we're not done. I do not like how much this table is shaking. I'm tempted to slow it down 50% just to reduce wobbling. Yeah, we're gonna slow it down just for the sake of not having anything fall off my table. Like, yeah, I don't need this to be a speed demon. Yeah, I do have the panels off to the side, so we will be doing that. Our biggest thing right now is we want to make sure there's no layer shifts. If there are layer shifts, why are there layer shifts? Etc., etc. So right now, the running current on the on the Y motor is 1. We have it almost maxed out. I believe we can run 1.2 on these. But yeah. All you need to do is print a Voron cube and submit it somewhere. I don't know where. I don't really care about getting a serial, honestly, but I'll do it for the Switchwire since LDO may not be making any more kits. So I'll do it because Switchwire is going to become... because Switchwire is more of a rare breed, I'll do it. But outside of that, I have no interest in doing it. But that's me, personally. We do have a proper serialization system going for positrons, and I am happy to say that I decoded LDO's system so we can actually figure out who is positron number 1, if we wanted to do that. Or, well, we won't be able to find out who is positron number 1, because I don't think that's a public one. I think that's either with a team member or something along those lines. I actually don't know. I don't personally have number 1. I have an alpha, so it's like for that. No, Sebas. If you have a positron... Actually, how about this? Sebas, give me your serial number. I will look up what your number is. Because again, I cracked the code. So I will look it up. Let's see. LDO... positron... LDO documentation. Yeah, go ahead and grab your kit number 2. I'll tell you guys which serial number you are, technically. So far, so good. I don't see any layer shifting. I wish one day I'll get a printer number 78697. Right? That would be hilarious. I'm actually surprised at the camera angle I have for this right now. The maximum zoom... Oh, wait. No, it's not the maximum zoom. Can I go further? No? Okay, that's the maximum zoom I can do. Yeah, that's max zoom. Yeah, send it via DM. I don't really want people putting their serial numbers out publicly. Because then, like, anyone could technically claim that as their serial, even though we all know the truth. Oh yeah, yours doesn't have one. Yeah, you're one of the alphas, so you have, you know, negative whatever number you want. Okay, so you are two. So 2. Let's see. Okay, yours. Oh. All right, let me do this. I need a calculator. Oh, right, I don't... Is there a calculator app? Yes, there is. Look at that. Okay, so... 10... Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you the link, and then you can figure it out. Because I just realized that my brain is not capable of doing math right now. Anyway, essentially, there is a page on the LDO Docs site that lists out all of the kit numbers that have been produced to this date. And what you can do is essentially tally up all the numbers that have been created so far, and then find out where your number is in that line, and then you will know what serial number you are. So I'll post that here. Oh, right. It's... Nope. Oh, God. No, not that. That's a parsec link. Ha, ha, ha. There we go. Stupid Mac. All right. That will let you look up, essentially, what serial number you would be. When we eventually get the serial number system working, then we're going to just refer to that. For LDO serials, at least. I don't think we're... So, at least for the Positron 3.2, I don't think we're going to do self-sourcing options, because right now you can't self-source it. You have to get through an LDO kit. But if we allowed for self-source, then that would be different. This is going. This is going. Hey, Callie. Excuse me. Yeah, so far I cannot complain about this print. How do I do it? Take the closest one, remove it from my number? Okay, so how you do it is essentially, first you have to do math. So for example, if you look at the first group, you know, PV 2405060001 to 10, so those are serials number 1 to 10. And then the next ones are going to be 13 to 59. You'll notice that 12 doesn't exist in there. Or 11 and 12 don't exist. For whatever reason, 11 and 12 just don't exist. So those are kits that we don't know what happened to. It's whatever. It happens. Whatever LDO's tracking method is, it just, those numbers don't exist. So the first one's 1 to 10, and then it would pick up again at 11 at the next one. So sequentially, you get the number of units that are in between those numbers, and then you just sequentially figure out where your number is in the sequence. I could probably ask an AI to, you know, give me, like, hey, here are the ranges of kits produced. If tallied sequentially. Actually, fuck it. Let me try that real quick. I want to see if an AI can actually do this. Let me load up Gemini. Here are a list of ranges of serial numbers produced. There are some numbers skipped. If each produced equaled a sequential serial, parentheses, such as get that, such as that kit equals serial number 11. And then okay, and then math. Then what serial is, and then let me grab yours. And then let me copy this data set. I'm very curious to see what Gemini believes. It didn't do anything because it broke. I will attempt that on a Windows computer later. That, my friends, would actually be a good use for AI. Here's a data set. Here's what the data set represents. Tell me what this is in relevance to the data set. Here are your variables. Here are the variables you need to work with. Tell me this information based off the variables. That is what AI is phenomenal at. This Voron cube looks good. Looks really good, actually. Definitely needs an input shaper to be better. But so far, I'm really liking it. So, I got some news, ladies and gentlemen. I got some news to share with you. So our filament giveaways are going to change. I did mean to stream this weekend, but I was very exhausted. I barely could get out of bed. And that's just what it was. So, sorry about that. But, yeah, we got news in regards to the filament giveaway. So, we'll still be doing the LDO filament giveaway. But in addition to the LDO filament giveaway, we're also adding Printed Solid! Who's up there? Thank you, Printed Solid, my employer. And it's not just going to be one spool of filament, guys. So LDO is going to stick to one spool of filament. I might talk to Jason and that might change. Who knows? But Dave at Printed Solid has offered 3 filament spools. So there's going to be a total of 4 winners for filament. So Fridays are going to get more interesting. Right now, I am just going to do it on Fridays. I might do it once a day because I stream 3 times a week. I get 3 spools to give away. I might just divide that over the course of the week, you know? So I'm going to think on that a bit more. Because here's the thing. Doing filament giveaways, it actually gets a bit challenging. Because, well, it's a logistics thing. You know, I have to make sure that I'm putting out the, I'm going to move so I can actually have my hands in shot here. I have to make sure that I'm putting out the form, and then I'm tracking who won every time I put it out. If I don't do that, then obviously I can't make sure the winner gets the filament, and that's never fun for anybody. And the current method of which I use to do this is not good, because I do the giveaway on Friday, and then on either one day of the weekend, I pull that name from the stream, and then I send them an email and be like, hey, Jason, this person won. That's how it normally goes. That's not going to work for Printed Solid, obviously. So it's going to be more logistics for me to take care of, and I'm going to make sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to do it wrong. I really don't want to make I want to make sure that however which way I do it, people are happy with it. That is extremely important to me. So, yeah, it will be... So, unlike the LDO filament giveaway, where it is a random spool, with printed solid, you get to pick the color. Now, it has to be Jessie filament. That is the caveat with the printed solid. It has to be Jessie, cannot be Prusament or any of the other stuff. It has to be Jessie filament. But you know what is included in Jessie filament? The elixirs! I don't even know if my entire head was actually in shot there. Because, I was like right here, so not really. The elixirs are included in that. So, if wait, second camera blocked it. Oh no! So, if you want really pretty silk filament, you can get it. Ow, that I can't do that. My back hurt. Did I cause a artifact in the print? No? Looks fine. I think. If there's an artifact in the print at that layer, then I know why. Everything's working on this. The only thing that's not working is obviously bed leveling. So that's going to be our big thing that we work on. I don't have a filament runout sensor. I want to add a filament runout sensor. Because that's important. That's also very easy to add. So, yeah. Yeah, we got some really cool stuff coming up. Really cool stuff. Yeah, this cube is looking good, guys. I really wish I had another light source behind that camera. Actually, hold on a minute. I got this camera here. I should be able to use this. I don't need the 4K. I just need one I can kind of hold. Because I could just, like, put this right here. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see what I can do with this. I also kick on the headlights on the print. I could do that, too. Trying to figure out things here. 1 second. Okay, so I got USB-C there. So if I use USB-C, I have it. No, that's just a power cable. Yeah, get this. I bought a ribbon cable for USB-C so that I could do some fancy stuff, and it gets here and it's just fucking. It is literally just it's just power, no data. So I can't use it for what I wanted to use it for. Don't you love it when that happens? That's way too short a cable. I need something longer. That's a beefy cable, but it's USB-C, USB-C. It's beefy as all hell, but it'll work. Pretty sure this is a USB-C with well, yeah, I took out those USB-C webcams, but I replaced them with USB-C webcams. So, not exactly something I can just put back. And what I'm about to do is going to put some strain on the laptop. So, I'm hoping this doesn't cause too much of a problem. Alright, so let's do video capture. And add a new source. Hello. No, not Elgato. Wait. Really? Is it? You don't have this? Nope. Yeah, that's not working. I could try through there. Ooh, I could try through there. Yeah, this is not working. This is weird, because this laptop definitely has the drivers for this thing. Okay, let's try something else then. Hello, Robo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I got... This isn't that long of a cable, but it should work. No, I think it's, I don't think it's the cable, I think it's the computer. This computer is barely functional. The fact that I was able to use it as a streaming PC was a feat in its own right. Until, you know, it gave up the ghost. What is this cable? I have this really long cable here. Oh, this is for something else. I need to clean up these cables. Shoot. Do I not have a USB A to C? It's like all the cables I could possibly need right now are in use. So I'm left with nothing. Oh, this might work. It's not extremely long, but it should be long enough. Let's see. You get nothing! Good day, sir! Alright, so that's plugged in there. And then that goes to... Okay, my microphone. So... let's see what happens. Anything? No. Not detected. That's for sure. Nope. I can't unplug that because that goes to my microphone. Can I sidecar it? No, I guess this cable doesn't work. Yep, that cable just doesn't work. Okay. Time to find another cable. That one didn't even badoop me. That one really didn't work. That's filament. That's not a cable. Shit. I don't really have anything, guys. At least cable-wise. What about my laptop bag? Do I have a long cable in here? Hey, Callie. Those are dice. I don't need dice right now. That's a charging cable with a brick at the end. Don't need a charging cable with a brick at the end. That's a USB-C to C cable. My USB-C port isn't working. I got nothing in here. Neato. What about these? A to C. But You're the same as the one we just tried. You're micro USB. You're not going to work at all. You're an A to C to cable, and you're a long one too. You're a Razer A to C cable. You're for a laptop. Okay, something promising. Plug that in. And plug in the camera. That doesn't fit. Of course it doesn't fit, because it's for a laptop. Why would it fit? No? Why? Why would it fit? I'm asking for a lot here, apparently. Because, of course, in the infinite wisdom of the manufacturer... Who makes this? Is this... In Anchor's infinite wisdom, they made this webcam have a recessed USB-C port, so I can't just use any USB-C cable. It has to be USB-C cable that fits the port. And in Razer's infinite wisdom, they made a keyed USB-C connector, so this can't fit. Don't you love technology? And I could take it off one of the Elgato cameras, but then I'd have to deal with that. Which, you know, that would suck. Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Alright, yeah, I guess I can't do anything about this right now. Sorry, guys. Tried. Is there anything else? Any other cable? No? Ugh. I need to buy, like, a bulk amount of just a ton of USB-C cables, including USB A to C, C to C, anything. Wait a minute. Well, this is C to C. I mean, okay. C to C. I'll try it again. You know, maybe it was the cable. Because we heard the do-do-do-do. Yeah, I hear it. I hear the ba-doop. But it's not lighting up. I can almost guarantee it because it's because the USB-C board on this laptop's being overwhelmed, so it can't run this and the capture card at the same time. I can guarantee you that's the problem. All right, so I won't worry about it. We'll figure that out later. I could do Droid Cam, but I don't want to do that right now. Oh, this one's going to get tangled at some point if I don't keep an eye on this. That's fun. I could figure out Droid Cam on this. So problem with Droid Cam works well. It's just I don't have it set up, so I'd have to set it up, and I don't know how to set it up through this. Because this is not OBS. Right? Let's see. If I go to apps, can I download Droid Cam? I'd rather it be like the built-in version. App Store. Droid. Nope. Okay, so I have to download. I have to actually download Droid Cam. All right, we'll try it. Let me open up this. Go to Droid Cam. Download Droid Cam onto my phone. Thankfully, I purchased Droid Cam a while back, so I get all the fancy features. Let me make sure it has settings. Yeah, okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, alright, got that. Just need the client. Windows setup. Droid Cam. Yeah, it sets up as another camera, but there's a way to do it so that it actually adds to OBS directly. Which is what I was hoping to do. Because what I'm using, Streamlabs, is essentially a skinned version of OBS. But it's like, it works a bit different. I haven't actually looked into how to get OBS plugins to work in Droid Cam. No, sorry. I haven't looked into how to get OBS plugins to work in Streamlabs. And I'm just not there yet. So we'll get there. Add browser source. Put the IP Droid Cam in. Is that really it? So browser source, add source. And then 192.168.0.141. Port 4747. Oh shit. Wait, what do I do with that? Video inactive. Control R? No. Why is it not? Let me open it again. Let's do permissions. Everything's allowed. Yeah, video inactive. And it asks me to refresh. Okay, I'm just gonna run the actual program. Guys, I know how Droid Cam works. I just didn't know how to add it to a web browser. I didn't know we could do this as a web browser. But obviously that's not working, so. Yeah, don't know why it's not working. It's weird. We'll just get it running through the app all the time. All right, and then the video capture. Add new source. Droid Cam. Hey, Matt Al, welcome. I'll just toss this up here in the top right. Yeah, we have a working Switchwire. Still figuring some things out, but yeah. This droid cam is just looks like reskinned OBS. It's a reskinned OBS! Oh my god. You kidding me? Okay, so now how do I get this to pump out to whatever it is? File. It's an OBS fork. Of course it is. So, okay, well, it's working in the client app here. Can you work in the thing here? Hello? Why are you just green? Of course this isn't working. Because why would it ever work? Yeah, can you export, please? There we go. Finally. That works. There we go. Look at that. Oh, no. Ah, jeez. Now I want to crop that. This is so hard to do on a friggin' Mac. There we go. And there. I mean, that actually looks really good. For being a cube that has no pressure advance or that has essentially nothing. That's actually really good. Damn. Yeah, that's just good. With the Switchwire, so good luck keeping it in frame. I was glad I can actually get you guys a shot that is visible. I would do this full tilt, but here, I'll show you what happens if we go full tilt. Ready? So let me now we're at 100. So over here is my workstation. This is what I see. See how wobbly it is? Are you feeling comfortable with a monitor this tall being that wobbly? Because I'm not. I'm not. So we're gonna turn this back down. But we can tell that it can do 100% speed. I just don't want it to right now. Attach it to the ceiling, right? You know what? I'm gonna create a little mount here, isolated from that to some degree. There we go. So at least it's not directly on the print. It's still wobbling. Nope, that's a bad idea. That was a bad idea. It was still wobbling. I mean, I am happy that this thing is printing. I need to clear the space where it's going to go, because that became a pile of junk again. I remember it was just like a couple weeks ago where that wasn't a pile of junk, and now it's a pile of junk. So immediately after this printer is quote-unquote done, we're going to be upgrading the Mark IV to Mark IVS. And then we will be building an MMU for the Mark IV. Get that out of the way. Trying to think what else. Not too much else. It is really nice looking, not only for being the first print, but the first successful print. Let me put my phone down for a second here. Let me load up the interface. Oh yeah, I have this Ethernet right now. Like it's running off Ethernet. This cable right here is an Ethernet cable. All right, let me turn on the headlight so we just have a little bit more. Can it do color? It can do color. I'm glad to see that's working. Can it do red? I can do red. Can I do blue? Not really. All right, come on, focus. Focus. That's really bright. Turn that down a bit. I turned it down. Turn it down further. Turn it off. There we go. I cannot control it from blooming like that. Yeah, this is looking good. I use Orca Slicer as my preferred slicer. And for there's a Clidden add to effect with the LEDs. Okay, cool. I've looked into that. Yeah, for a first print, this looks great. Oh, and that's it? Cool. It does nothing else. It just stays there exactly where it was. Okay, so we have a lot of G-code to fix here. We have a lot of G-code to fix here. There's problems. All right, let's zoom out on this camera a bit here. Okay, hey, aside from the lack of lighting, this angle actually works moderately well. I will keep this angle in mind for when we're doing future builds, and I want to actually get down and dirty. All right, that's on there. That is as on there. I bet I could lift the bed with this. Oh yeah, I could. There we go. So, definitely, okay, yeah, definitely need to do... So remember, this is Y. So absolutely need to do some tuning on that. But actually... Whoa! Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of artifacting on Y. On X, there's not a lot. Huh! This is a really good... Huh! Okay. Alright. Huh! I wasn't expecting it to print that nicely right out the gate, so there's not much tuning we have to do. ADXL, maybe at most. I don't think we need to do pressure advance. Pressure advance looks fine. Input shaping, definitely. That's the biggest thing. But even then, that's minor. Like, that is just a visual artifact. I don't even feel that in the print. So that is a minor visual artifact. Huh! That did pretty good. That did really good. I am shocked at how good that worked. Maybe some flow for the top layer, but pretty good right now. Yeah, I mean, even then, it's a little over extruded, actually. Yeah, just a little over extruded. But that could also be because we're going slower than what it should be doing. So there might be a little bit of ooze. Yeah, okay. This turned out great. Well, shit! I wasn't expecting it to go that well. Oh. Oh. I was like trying to pull out the filament so I could unclog it. Huh. Oh, there's a little bit of pink left in my bed. Well, that's fine. I can always ask Chris for a new bed. Okay, well, I need... thank you, Reverend. I appreciate that. It's good because I built the machine. Thank you. Okay, so we have a lot of Clipper configuration to do. A lot of Clipper configuration. Let's first untangle this spool. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Okay. That is now fixed. Put a 5mm track on the end of the G-code, pull filament when it's cold. Yeah, I'll do that. First, we need to clean up all of the positron G-code that I had added. Because there's a lot of that. And obviously, this is not a positron. A lot of that G-code was added just to get this working. Because the LDO config is bare. Completely bare. So what I need is something that obviously I'm gonna need someone that has a really good config that I could steal from. That'd be awesome. This is currently configured with a Nighthawk 36, which, hey, that's fine. We'll figure that out. I already obviously have all the pins correctly attributed. I need to add thermistor. So thermistor is actually going to be down here somewhere. For the chamber temp. I don't know where, because this does not have an additional thermistor pin that I can use. So can't add a thermistor. So what I'm thinking of doing, this is kind of stupid, kind of crazy. Here's my thought. I can add another. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. I could add the stealth burner, the Nighthawk stealth burner board, and I can have it control the Y motor. I don't know why I would do that. It's kind of stupid, to be fair. But what I can do is, yeah, I can put it on the rail stepper. And use that daughter board to, because the thermistor cable, this is it. This is all we get, Chief. I could splice this. I could. Or extend it. I could extend it as well. That's relatively easy to do. Actually, I think I might have the kit to extend it. That's not difficult to do. Question is, do I want to do that? I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, if I were to do this, I would kind of just want it to be like here, just in the middle, or here. Right here would be a good spot because the tool head will not go that high. So it'll never be there. But it's also a little high up. I would like it to be in the middle to get a good chamber temp. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I'm probably going to extend it more than anything else. Huh. Well, we could calibrate. Let's work on, now that you can actually see it here, let's work on its homing or its bed mesh calibration. Let's work on that. I can almost have it print its own mods. Remember, we need to do ABS ASA. Can't do ABS ASA just yet. I need to break out this really bad. Okay, so okay, I need to sit down with somebody and go through. I'm not a clipper expert. I can make clipper work. I don't know. You know what? I'm really curious. Let me ask Gemini. What's a good... I wanted to see what it does. What's a good unload filament macro for a Switchwire running clipper? Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna comment out this. How do I do, like, a mass comment out? Hold on. Oh, wait, I can just select the whole thing and hit comment. Or not. Uh... Uh... Eh... Eh... Dude, how do I did this before. I forget how. I know how to comment out individual lines, but I want to comment out like a whole block. Okay, it's multi-line comments are not supported, so I just have to... Okay. So, do. Okay. So I'm gonna copy what Gemini just gave me here. Go birds! We're letting AI code our clipper printer. Let's see what happens. I just gave it a unload filament macro. It's heating up. Okay, it's heating up. I mean, I can't tell if it actually unloads the filament because I don't have... I mean, I could look inside the extruder. Let's do that. Okay. It's probably going to give me an error because I saw the G code wants it to move. Am I literally going to let AI code my clipper printer? You know what? Screw it. If we're going to do it on any machine, let's do it on the Switchwire. Alright, yeah, it's at 200. Let's see what happens. Does it actually unload this filament? Or there's no filament in it, but you know what I mean. Washing it very carefully. If it prints a Terminator, it's my fault. You know what? I'll take that responsibility. I'm still waiting. I have to do another PID tune because it's overshooting the temp significantly. Okay. You're getting there. Holy shit. Holy shit. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. Yeah, it's going the right way. It's slow. It's like very slowly unloading, but it's unloading. I think it's acting like a Bowden. It has a lot more to unload. Yeah, it looks like it's acting like a Bowden. To be fair, I only told it it was a Switchwire. I did not tell it that it was a direct drive. AI. I just used AI to program a unload filament macro. Yeah, it's still going. Whoa. All right, so let's see. What is it doing? Oh my god. Why? Okay, retract the filament slowly. E minus 5, initial retraction. E minus 20, more retraction. E minus 50, even more retraction. What? Okay, so yeah, it is definitely retracting. Hold up. I need to grab the browser source for this. Window capture. Where is it? Alright. Here we go. Oh, no, go back. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. This is what Gemini gave me. Why are we retracting that much? Oh my god. We're retracting so much. It's unnecessary. That is so unnecessary how much we're retracting here. I will just nix that. And then it sets itself to absolute positioning and then moves up 10 mil. I would do that before. So I'll put that here. Yeah, turn off the heaters. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, okay, aside from the excessive... I mean, at different speeds. So this does it quickly, and then this does it a little bit slower. And then this does it really slow for whatever reason. Yeah, we just need it to retract. Okay. Alright, that worked. Alright, let's... Make me a load... Alright, let's copy this and let's see what it does. We're gonna... Okay. Load filament. I really want to see what this does. Okay. Yeah. Good. Load temp. 210. That's fine. Move the nozzle to a safe loading position. Yeah. 0, 0, 10. That's fine. I'm actually very fine with that. That's absolute positioning, though. Hold on a minute. No, we don't want absolute positioning. Lifting the nozzle 10 mil is fine. I'm okay with that. Oh wait, no, G90 is absolute... Hold on, what? Yeah, no, this is... We're getting rid of that. I mean, how about this? G28. Home. I just have to do G28, right? Yeah, G28-0. Okay. Right? I did that right? Or whatever that is. Is that O? What's O in G28? Is that all? I'll just take it and use it. Okay. Okay, yeah. Home everything first, and then 0, 0, 10 is fine. This is so much filament. Oh my god, why? We'll turn off the heaters for the load macro, because I anticipate this only being used for whatever. Do not return to absolute positioning. We don't need that much. Just... We will take this, copy that, paste, five, and 20. That's gonna be fine. Oh, wait, do I have to set it back to absolute positioning? Shoot. Okay, yeah. So, no, absolute positioning is something that we want. So, we're going to home first, then do absolute positioning. G90 for relative positioning for extrusion. And then G90 again. Okay. I'm just going to delete this old unload. And let's delete this old load. Because again, this is very much for positron. Alright, let's see if that works. So, if this works... Then it's going to try and home first, which is what I want. So it's going to heat up first. I probably should tell it to actually move first. I really needed to... Wait, is that me doing that? I think that was me doing that. Be extruded. I think that was me just pushing it through. What was that pop noise? Oh, it was the gears setting. Yeah, that's a little poop. Poop. That worked. Then turned off the heaters. Alright, that worked. We already printed, and we printed really well, actually. Right now, we're using AI to improve our Clipper config. That's what we're doing right now. So we got actually a pretty decent load filament. Now... Okay, let's... He's got a little... Alright, so this is the nozzle purge that we use in positron. I think I think we'll reuse this, but we're gonna set X to 3. We'll worry about LED stuff later. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's home all. That's loud. All right, so you just saw that it just failed homing Z. Now it succeeded homing Z. Again, I don't know why sometimes it fails, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and preheat to PLA temps. Let's turn off heat. Turn off heater bed. We just do that, and then we are going to use nozzle purge. We're just going to call the nozzle purge macro. We're going to let it get up to temp. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect purge line. Perfection. Now, mind you, that's taken from positron, so positron purges pretty well, so the purge is on the bed now, yes. But that was me that did that. Okay. Yeah, that worked. That worked really well, actually. I'm here. You can restart stream now. All right. Well, it's pushing filament. We're working on the config now, but yes, I am still working on this. Okay, yeah, nozzle purge works great. Happy with that. Okay, nozzle dock. Docks the nozzle at the corner of the bed to prevent ooze. Let's run that real quick. So actually, let me open up this in another tab here. So I can run. Okay. So nozzle duck. That's duck. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, nozzle dock is good. Yeah, that works great. We'll leave undock as it is. Okay, print start. Let's look at this. Okay, want to keep that. Turn off part fan. Fine. Set bed temperature. Good. Home all. Good. Nozzle dock. Great. Temperature until... Hold on. So we set the extruder temp, and then we... What? Ah, whatever. And then extruder temp, bed temp, that's fine. Undock, G90, purge. Okay, print start's good. Z tilt doesn't work. We tried it. It does not work. Okay, print end. Turn off heaters, that's good. Okay, all of this actually does not work. So... Okay, this retracts filament. That's good. I like that. Turns off heaters. Absolute positioning. Move the nozzle to remove stringing. To Z safe, wherever Z safe is. I don't know if it did. It probably didn't. Park nozzle at rear. That works. Raise the bed. Turn off park fan. Okay, well let's try print end. So this should work in our thing here. Let's see. Oh, I did. Jinja.x undefined error. Max X is undefined. Okay. So I presume what we need to do is percentile set max X and max Y equals, and I'm going to assume it is just going to be this. Yes. Oop. And then I'm presuming max Y is going to be the same. Okay, let's do that. Okay. All. Okay. All right. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, print end works great. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Pause. I'm leaving that. I'm going to presume that works. Let's find out if it does. Pause. All right, that perfect. Cool. Okay. I'm not going to test resume because it likely is fine. Okay, so general functional macros are great. Cannot complain. Print start seems to be fine. Yeah, don't need to resume anyway. ECF checkers, good. We stole this directly from Positron. Because we are using a Positron part cooling fan in here, so I want to use that. Okay. Load filament and unload filament works. Awesome. Well, we'll just go ahead and delete the old ones, because the new ones work really well. Yeah, yeah. One thing I will do here, so let me scroll back down. Let me grab these. So we're going to go to safe home. Paste those. I presume this will work. And then, yeah, that. I'm assuming this is going to work. This is probably going to not work. That doesn't look like it's going to work. Okay, I'm just going to leave that at 125, 100. I'm not going to try and make that dynamic. Okay. Go to Z-tilt, because that didn't work. Yeah. I mean, what we're going to do here is I'm going to throw this... Okay. Here... Actually, chat, I need your help with this. So, ADXL. So, if we pull up the Nighthawk toolboard, we can see here that our... Where is it? Accelerometer is GPIO 27. For CS, CLK, Mozzie, and Mizo. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means. Also, does Z-tilt doesn't work on I tried last night. Z-tilt does not work on Switchwire unless I am mistaken. It was not working on my Switchwire. But if you have a Z-tilt that works on Switchwire, I would be ecstatic to have it. Because my bed was slightly tilted. I fixed it with shims, but I would love to get rid of those shims and just have a Z-tilt. Okay, anyway. Oh, okay, so that's what that all means. Okay, so let's see here. So CS is not that. It's going to be 27. And then it's going to be for SCLK 18. That's correct. Then 20, correct. And then 19. Okay. So that works. That's good. Now here's the thing, chat. We have another ADXL. How do we define another ADXL? So we have an ADXL that is, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's right here. No, you can't see it. So we have two ADXL. We have one on the toolhead and one on the actual bed here. How do we enable the one on the bed? This one is just like a standard ADXL directly connected to the Pi. I don't even know what to look up for it. I mean, I could probably ask Cameron from LDO. That's one thing we need to work on. That's the one thing we absolutely have to work on. The rest of this is working. Probe I need to work on. Really bad. Like, I'm gonna set that to 1 here. Okay. Well, alright, then I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out. I have to ask LDO. Alright, let's home all. Alright, it just failed homing. That is one of my... That's something I need to figure out how to fix. It constantly fails homing. And it's because of the PZ probe being way too sensitive. But I don't know how to make it less sensitive. Like, right there it worked. But it didn't work before because sometimes, like right then, okay, it just failed because of what I just mentioned. So it just failed because it thought it triggered before it actually touched anything. Yeah, I no, actually, is there a pot on there? There's a... Hold on. No, it is just a switch. There's no pot. And that switch is either like high sensitivity, low sensitivity, medium sensitivity. Let's see. Eight? Hold on, there's 8? On power up, preset 0 is used by default. If you choose to change this preset... Oh... How do I know which preset is active? Mode 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, I guess we have to figure out which mode we're in. Worst part is, I can barely... Because of my design, this is not indicative of this kind of troubleshooting. That's what happens when you design something without testing it. Yeah, like I can't lift that up any further. So actually seeing what the LEDs are, currently near impossible. I mean, I can't really do anything to see them better. Okay. I don't have an endoscope, man. I mean, I do, actually. I don't know where it is, though. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, I see them. Okay, so we're on 1. We're on 1? We shouldn't be on 1. Okay. Now we're on 2. 3. Oh, no. Yeah, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay. Okay, hold on. Now we're on mode 0. Or preset 0. This is the most sensitive. I want to try preset 4. So let's go ahead and do... That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's try preset 4. No, 2 is way too aggressive. I don't want to do 2. That worked. Let's try. Okay, now that that is set, let's try a bed mesh. That's not working. Yeah, that's not working. Nope. You're just failing miserably. Absolutely miserably. You're bad, and you should feel bad. Yeah, you're just ramming into the bed. Probably causing damage to something. It's not waiting for the bed to heat. It is probing currently. Okay, so we move up here. I had set that to 5. Let's set this. Let's set it to 8. Let's try that. See what happens. Okay. That seems to have gotten much more reliable. Let's try. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is. I just had to be more aggressive with it. Let's find out. Hey, Lulu. Lulu had to have some teeth pulled. And she had to get stitches in her ear because she's getting old. Okay, Lou. Oh. Okay, we have deflection. I see the bed deflecting, like, significantly. Okay, I think we need to increase the speed because it's doing better now that we increase the speed. So I think we just need to be more aggressive in our probing. I can't really up the sensitivity. It's on lowest sensitivity right now. The problem is the deflection of the bed. So again, I designed the linear rod mod specifically to fix this. So let's go ahead and do a restart. It's on highest sensitivity. It's on highest sensitivity right now. Flippy disconnected. Well, you're clearly not disconnected. You're clearly still doing something. The printer's just living its life right now. I like to believe it's living its best life, but, you know, that's to be determined. Madcats, there's no way to do manual bed level. There's no adjustment to be done. Can you stop? I told you to restart. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do right now. I could reboot the machine. I just don't want to do that. Because I don't want to risk wiping my config. Because that would suck. So I'm just going to let it try. Cool, you failed. Okay. That has so far been the most successful that we've had so far. So that's telling me we just have to tell it to go faster on the probe. So now let me disable the motors. Put it all the way up here. Let me tell it to home again. Wonderful. It's able to get past that. This mode is so far my favorite. Okay. Ooh. So good news, going faster appears to make it deflect the bed less. Probably because it's able to detect the spike a lot faster. You'd think going faster would actually be detrimental, but it seems in this case to actually be beneficial. It's like I don't see any warping the bed now. It's not pressing on it. This is fun. I'm actually now having fun. Last night when I was initially trying to troubleshoot this, I wanted to rip my hair out. Now I'm having fun because now I'm having success. I'm starting to understand how this works. Okay, let's see what else. What else does the PZ probe do? Okay, so active filter. That is what we added. Okay, so if you look at this list here. So right here is default. It's actually not highest sensitivity. Interesting. 7 is the highest sensitivity. I don't think this is going to work on 7. 7 just feels like it's asking for problems because the threshold for 7 is 1. The default is 5. I don't want to use 7. 7 sounds like a bad time. We're having a great time right now. So, we're having a great time here. We don't need to go to 7. Why do I have 7 pings? Who the hell is trying to message me right now? Oh, a lot of people. A lot of people. Okay, this just did a successful bed mesh. Or it's about to, at least. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I counted the chickens before they hatched, didn't I? Yeah, because I heard the clicking of it shifting a step. But this is about to finish. Which is better than what I can say for literally any other time I tried this. Okay, it's deflecting the bed. Don't like that. Okay, so you can see here in the graph, it ain't great, but you know what? A range of 0.4, that's not terrible. The left side of the bed looks pretty good in comparison to the center. Like, this could be fixed with a Z-tilt. Right now it's on preset 4, so I'm happy with 4. We'll try 7 just for shits and giggles. Yeah, okay, so you can see here it dipped down because the bed started warping for whatever reason. I don't know why. It just did. Okay. That's actually pretty good. So if I had some form of Z-tilt that worked with Switchwire, I could easily just fix that. But I currently don't. So yay. As far as I can tell, I can't find one that does work. So once again, yay. This isn't that bad, all things considered. So let's go ahead. Let's try 7. I am curious. So okay, 4 is our winner for general use. We're on 7 now. This is likely gonna not work. I don't think threshold of 1 is a good idea. Guess what? It didn't work. It's way too sensitive to do 7. Yeah, way too sensitive to do 7. Okay. So we're going to set it back to preset 4. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. 4 is so far our winner for just everything in general. Okay. Cool. All right. Can't change those at all for whatever reason. Oh, now I can. Okay. So I'm hoping the linear rods help with this. Because as of right now, there's really no way for me to... There's no way for me to fix this, per se. Unless LOSync has a Z-tilt that works on... Huh. I need a Z-tilt that works on... Switchwire. Yeah, this won't work. Because there's only one Z motor. Z-tilt works for, like, quad. Yeah. But screw adjust won't work, though. Right? I don't see how screw adjust would work. Like, I can't even tilt this in a way that would work. Yeah, ABL would take care of it, yes, but there's a bit of an issue. And you know what just finished? The solution. Or the potential solution. So we get to test this in real time here. Oh, this is filled with ABS fumes. Let me... turn on that fan. And I need to let the bed cool down because it literally just finished. So let's give that a minute. Yeah, so ABL will fix it. Here's a question I have. This is actually a question I've been wondering my entire life in terms of 3D printing. If you use ABL and your bed's tilted, does the entire print tilted, or is it just like the first few layers to adjust? How do that work? Like, does it actually tilt the whole print so that the print is relatively flat as an entire thing, or no? Because if ABL do that, then if it's the first few layers, then I want to fix this, because this is a deviation of 0.4 mil. And on, mind you, while I'm not going to be printing large items on this, like on a large item print, that would be significant and that would be problematic. But on small part prints that I plan to do on this, that will not be an issue for the most part. But it is significant enough for me to need to fix this. I want to get within 0.1 mil or less. So let's try to do that. Okay. Here we go. So I redesigned these slightly. These work. Yeah, it makes your prints look like that tower in Italy. Wait, okay, so now I got two... Hold on, now we have two conflicting answers here. Does it tilt the entire print in accordance to ABL, or does it just do first few layers? I need you to tell me. Okay. So let's disable motors. Get you out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to do... Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do heat set inserts here. Just need... Oh wait, I don't want to use these specifically. I want to use my other ones. Okay, and I need a power brick. It does it for how many later is set to fade to? Well, if the tilt that it's experiencing is, 0.5 mil, that's enough for me to say do it for the entire print. Just joined. Is that slope across X? Yes. Yes, it is. But we're working on fixing it. I have a mod here that I designed specifically to help with this. So if I'm right, then this should work. Same thing on my Switchwire. I just needed to be de-racked. So this is a 0.4 mil change. So it's not like terrible. I want to see if this mod I designed can fix it. Because it might be able to. Just stack aluminum foil until it's level, right? I know that is an actual way to fix it, but I don't want to do that. I know you are, but that is a method that was used once. For anyone that had to be cheap. Like, don't knock it. It was a thing. Shim the feet so it sits at an angle. That'll work. So I did that already on the left-hand side, which in this is fairly level, like within a tolerance that I'd be happy with. I did that. I added 0.5 mil shims, and that brought it up significantly. Okay, there we go. That is done. Let's extract the parts from previous. Okay. I will reprint this in blue because is the toolhead crooked? It's crooked the rest of the printer. Right? That's not going in for whatever reason. There we go. These should work after I redesigned them. So these weren't going to work before because they actually were not gripping the rods at all. So they weren't really not providing any structural support. They will now provide structural support. So we'll see how well these do. Okay, those are done. That already has it removed. Where did I put it? Well, need that. Okay, so I'm missing two. Must have moved or removed them already. Yep, here they are. Point four is your nozzle size. That's 2 layers. Yeah. Like, that it's still like enough for me to be worried about it. Do I want perfection? No. I'm fine with a little bit of deflection. But I want to see what I can do to avoid it as much as possible. Because as far as I'm aware, this is one of the first times a PZ probe is being used on a Switchwire. And I want this to work. Oh, sorry, Luke. Didn't mean to kick you there. Okay. So I also need... Where's the other... There it is. Okay, so move this forward. Shit. Where'd that go? I literally just dropped the mod. Okay. Let's see here. I believe it's that. No, other side. Okay. Leave that loose. Okay. Grab the linear rod. Stop. Okay. Oh yeah, now it's grumpy. Because now there's actual pressure on it, which is what we want. Okay, that should... It's not sliding in. There we go. Got it in. Ooh. All right. This looks like it's already very promising. Okay, there we go. All right, this one. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go. Under pressure. Pushing down on me. Pushing down on you. Oh, man, under pressure. Get DMCA'd because you're too close to key. No, I'm not. So there is a couple times where, so Discord has a feature where you can link your Spotify. Downside to that feature is that if it detects or believes that you are playing music through your microphone, it stops your music because it doesn't want you sharing, Spotify music over Discord. There's been a few times where I'd be listening to like an acoustic song, and I'd just be singing along to the acoustic song, and it just stops my music because it thinks that I'm, sharing it. And I'm like, no, I'm just humming. Fuck you. Because, there's a humming bit in the song, and then, Okay, so, need to loosen that up a bit. Push that over. Tighten that down. Okay. Considering that the whole of that is 1, I think we're going to be fine with that. Okay. Okay, let's make sure that nice and smooth. Perfect. Okay. So far, so good. On. Come on. Is that... Oh, right, because I already tightened it a little bit. Come on. Go in. When you design something with a little bit too tight tolerance after going too loose. Come on. There we go. Got it. All right, that's really smooth. Okay. That's really smooth. Let's go ahead and tighten that down. Okay. The other thing we need to be careful about is that it uses sensorless homing on Y. I just heard something crack. That's not good. I can't get that tool out. Oh. Check. Yep, still good. Alright, heard something crack again. I will just take the crack as it being set. Okay, now we need to tie down actual rods. Since they are already the diameter of the rods, they should just squeeze, essentially. Go. There is some deflection. And a crack. Alright, so we're going to leave that there. Okay, that should be fine. They are very stressed. Okay. Let's check. That's still good. So here's the trick in how this works. So our mounting points aren't directly attached to the frame. They are adjacent to the frame. Essentially, for the length of the rod that I have and also ensure full movement of the bed, they actually have to be slightly off. So where these mounting points are is not where the frame of the printer is. So here's the hope. For the most part, we actually just need it to be structurally stable here in the center. So the hope is that by having these on both sides, you add enough forces to the cantilever to make it harder to actually bend the bed. So that's the hope. It's just adding rigidity to something that doesn't need too much more rigidity, just a little bit more rigidity. So let's go ahead and home it. I'm gonna be so happy if this works. Well, Y homed perfectly fine. Alright, what I'm going to do to kind of get a more extreme version of this is we are going to set the bed mesh to be a 2x2 grid. Never mind, it has to be a minimum of 3. Okay, 3x3 grid. Well, actually, no, we'll do 5x5 and actually get a comparison between what it was before and what it is now. Okay, so that was default. So let's do... Okay, let's go in here. Bed mesh, add profile. New. I'm nervous, man. Why is it deflecting? So now the bed's deflecting. Weird. It didn't deflect on the far left, but it deflected on the right. Not deflecting there. No deflection. Okay, so we have a small problem. So we're going to set horizontal move Z to 10. Let's see. So horizontal move Z to 10, just so it's further up. And then let's set... Where's probe? Let's set probe speed to 12. Because it seems like the... it seems like if we increase the speed of the probe, that it creates a larger spike, which the probe is able to detect as, hey, this is impact. At least that's what I am assuming. Because it seems like when we were using a slower probing speed, it was just ramming into the bed because it wasn't able to tell the spike. Going faster, bigger spike. Should work. I mean, from what I can tell, there's less deflection. That could just be bias, though. So far, I'm seeing no deflection. Yeah, only deflection in that one point, which could have just been a bad probe. Which also, it could very much be a bad probe because I'm actually looking at the nozzle. There's a little blob of filament. No deflection. This is the point there where we had the issue, so no deflection there. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we had deflection in those 2 points that we could tell. But this worked. The bed is flatter now. So we can tell that the lowest, aside from the 2 points where it deflected, which I'm starting to think is just the probe not detecting correctly, the lowest point is within my tolerance, the tolerance that I'm aiming for, which is 0.01. Holy shit. Okay. So that worked for the left side. For the right side... Oh, wow. Okay, so the rods helped. The rods helped significantly. Before, this was at like a max of 0.5. We brought it down to 0.2. This is within one layer. I'm happy with that. That's fine. So, I just need to make it so that it doesn't do that. Get the foil. We might have to get the foil. We'll find out. But yeah, so if we go to tune here and we load default, yeah, you can see here the highest point. Wait, this is default. This is what we just did. Did it overwrite? It overrode it. That's neat. You should have needed a rail. You say I shouldn't. Just 2 10 mil rods. Yeah, no. Nero, that is, yeah, we know. Like, again, to explain why we did it this way. Currently, there is no proper mounting, without doing a more complicated mod to the entire build. There's no hard mount possible for these rods because of the positioning of the actual extrusion. So there's no extrusion here. It's here that the extrusion is. So for the length of the rods that I needed, or at least that I could source, I was not able to have a rigid mount. So the whole idea of this is just to add compression to either side so that it prevents warping of the bed when probing. We're using a PZ probe at one of the lowest settings, and from a test that we just did, obviously there's still some deflection occurring. It is significantly reduced though, so we're on the right track here. This is not meant to be anything other than let's add tension to the system. This is only adding tension. This is not meant to be really anything else for the kinematics. For most people, the one rail is fine. And if you don't use a PZ probe, you're probably fine. I'm using a PZ probe. Can't use an eddy because this is using a PCB bed, not a full magnet bed. So can't use an eddy. You could use Clicky Probe. Clicky Probe works great. People have used Clicky Probe, no problem. That's fine. I don't want to use Clicky Probe. I want to use PZ Probe because I need to get used to PZ Probe. I want this to work like a Mark IV. And it works fine with PCB bed. Oh, well, I've been lied to. Anyway, okay, I've been lied to. Zach, make up your mind. Anyway, let's run this again. Yeah, the magnet, screw with it. That's what I, because then if it worked, then Eddie would work on positron on our PCB bed, but it doesn't work because PCB bed. Eddy sensor senses the steel sheet, yeah. Okay, no deflection so far. Yeah, I think just increasing the speed fixed it. This might be our best one yet. We'll find out. Yeah, with a magnet sheet, PCB bed would work fine. That's not what this uses. That's not what our positron uses. So, you know, compromise. Yeah. No problem, Nura. Happy. I'd rather explain my choices because I know my choices don't make sense in the beginning. Like if you look at this and you're like, what? Why? Like, yeah, one of our running jokes is I should have had V wheels just for another safe measure. Yeah, there's a ton of oddities to this entire design. Like for example, I lost 60 mil on I lost 60 mil on Z because of my new tool head shroud. I put an NH36 on here because I wanted to use the PZ probe, but PZ probe uses 5 volts, does not use 24 volts. And the Nighthawk stealth burner board that comes with Rev C does not have a 5 volt. So I can't run PZ on the stealth burner LDO board. Because LDO support the channel, I want to stick with LDO. So I got the NH36 board, which does have 5 volt. And so I mounted the NH36 to this, but the way I figured it out, or at least the way I designed it for a 2.4/Trident. I totally forgot about the bar here. So, Alan made his 5-volt. Yeah, I have to look back at what he did. I don't know if he, I think he used, I don't know what board he used, but there is a stealth burner board that has 5-volt. I forget which one, but it is not the LDO one. And I just gotta take 5-volt from somewhere, like the X carriage, right? Yeah, there's other ways to do it. I decided to do the hard way. I decided to say screw it and just make this way more complicated. He resoldered it. I didn't want to do that. I hate soldering. If I can avoid soldering, one of the parts of the stream is me avoiding soldering at all costs, even if it is like the worst idea possible to not solder. I avoided it. I just didn't want to do it. Yo, look at that. This is good. So I still don't. This is something that I need to fix with hardware, essentially. But, you know, 0.2, that's fine. That's a 1-layer minor thing. On the left here, we're at... Oh, look at that. Mwah. I might... So, silicone bed spacers was recommended to me, and I might do that. I might just do silicone bed spacers on the right-hand side. Because, as far as I'm aware, this problem is actually with either my Z or it's with my actual middle extrusion. Both of which are kind of difficult to resolve because it requires a decent amount of disassembly of various other items. So I'm trying to do this. It's stupid, but I am trying to do this with like slight adjustments, because if it was like a whole millimeter, oh, absolutely, would be taking this thing apart and absolutely going and trying to figure out like that tiny little thing. I'm chasing zeros. I'm doing the one thing I tell people not to do. I'm chasing zeros. Right now, for 99% of the people that are out there printing, this is fine. This is fine. There's no problem with this. And if this was your printer, you would also be fine. You know, and I'm gonna be happy with this. I'm gonna run this. I'm not gonna chase any more zeros, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replace these with silicon, and we're gonna replace them with silicon, and yeah. But yeah, for most people, this will be fine. Because I'm using this as, this is going to be my primary ABS ASA machine. So this is going to be the machine I use mostly for printing printer parts. I want to make sure this bed is as flat as I possibly can. So I'm chasing zeros. So we're definitely going to swap to silicon. The silicon will allow me to obviously do a squish and get some way better tuning on this. So we're definitely going to do that. That's definitely going to be a thing. Fuck yeah. It's late. So, before we hop off, I want to remind everybody that we're going to be doing filament giveaways. I think we'll start doing it either throughout. I think we're going to start doing it throughout the week, because we have four spools to give away. Oh, every week now. I didn't have it prepared for today because I just asked. I literally just asked Dave today if he wanted to do filament giveaways. Full disclosure, if you haven't read the thing at the bottom, I'm employed by Printed Solid, which is owned by Prusa. So, biases may incur because they write my paycheck. But as a result of that, you guys are going to be able to get, or to win, free spools of filament. And here's the awesome part. There's not a lot of you right now. If you've ever been to like Nero's streams or you know, Steve's streams, love those guys. Love them. There's a lot of followers. It's hard to get filament out of them. Because, you know, there's so many people. It's the really awesome thing about having a small community. It's easy to get filament. So, no, so Bruce is going to be starting to make upside down printers. Actually, no. It is a funny joke, but I do have to say that Positron is independent, and they are encouraging me to continue to work on Positron in my free time. I'm very thankful to them for that, because they could have very easily told me, hey, you can't work on Positron anymore. But no, they said, hey, we love Positron, keep doing what you're doing. So I'm so happy that that's something we're allowed to do. So yeah, we're going to start doing PLA giveaways, or a PLA/PTG. It's Jesse Filament, you get to pick. So every day of the week, or not every day, but every stream, we'll be giving away one spool of Jesse Filament, which includes their elixirs. So if you want to get your hands on some of the elixir stuff, you're going to be able to. Only if you ship to Canada. I will ask. I'll ask. I think the LDO giveaway can go to Canada because it's from Fabrico. But let me ask. I'll find out, and then I will. If you ask me again, I'll have an answer for you. Or you'll see it updated in the forum. Right now, we are sticking to US only until I get an answer on that. But yes, we'll be doing PLA/PTG giveaway Monday. Go away, Bubble! I didn't ask for you. We'll be doing PLA/PTG giveaways Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on Friday we'll be doing ABS giveaway. And Nora, just if you subscribe, just check back on Wednesday, and I should have more information. Yes, LDO giveaway. It's ABS though. I'm not that far off. Okay. So what we have left to do on this, now that we have the bed leveling actually working really well, so this is what we have to do. We need to obviously build the enclosure, so that's going to be one of the next things we do. I need to add a thermistor. So we have this little thermistor. This is meant for the chamber. This originally goes on the outside of the toolhead, but because the NH36 does not have a chamber thermistor, because it's kind of designed for tool changers and stuff, obviously this isn't in there now. So we're gonna route this, and we're gonna kind of put it in the middle of the chamber, because that would give us an accurate reading of how hot the chamber is. I'm going to figure that out, but of course that's probably going to come after we build the enclosure. Though I'm probably going to make the wire beforehand. It's probably a good idea. So we have to do that, build the enclosure. Konami is still broken because it doesn't want to connect to WPA 2. So we're going to figure that out. Outside of that, also we have to do ADXL. So ADXL on the toolhead is working, but in the bed it's not working. Or we have to figure out what that is. I'm gonna reach out to LDO to see what it is I need to do for that. Because it's their little daughter board. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I can't think of anything else, guys. Recap of what is up after this. After this project, we are going to be moving to do the Mark IV's upgrade, which is going to be very interesting now that I'm professionally trained to build Mark IV's. So you'll get to see a professional. I'm not sure if that's a thing that anyone's seen before, like someone who's actually trained in the appropriate way that you are supposed to build the Mark IV's. Actually build a Mark IV's on stream. Am I not allowed to do that because of my NDA? Don't tell Joseph. Don't tell Joseph. So we will be doing that. We have an MMU to build as well, so that'll be coming up. That's probably gonna be later on. That's probably not gonna be a priority anytime soon. Trying to think what else. Evan, no, not sponsored, actually. Well, I mean, not paid for. The Mark 4S was provided. The upgraded kit was provided to us. So that was provided, as was the Mark 4 itself and the Prusa XL. So those were given to us for free by Prusa. And as you can read in the bottom, I paid. I know you know. I have to make sure I reiterate it whenever I mention them because of disclosures and stuff. Yeah. Mainly look at Core 1 to replace the Cheaty. Waiting on parts. Yeah, I don't have personal experience with the Core 1. We have not gotten those in yet. But I cannot wait for us to get those in. There's a lot of other things I'm working on before I can get to that. Or before we can get to that as a whole. But there's a lot of really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I know one thing I can say is, like, right now what we're doing is we're taking Mark IV assembly kits. DIY kits. We're taking the Mark IV DIY kits and we are assembling Mark 4S's out of them. It's fun. I'm getting paid to do that. It's fun. I am at a rate of about 1 per day right now. It's not going to be my primary role there, so I'm not like trying to go any faster than that. I'm happy with my pace as long as the printers are working. Yay. Yeah. Keep looking at myself. I gotta stop doing that. Cheaty burnt a tool head adapter board. Ooh. Yeah, it's not good. Good luck with that. Okay. Let me close this up. Or the tool head up. Now that we're officially done with the tool head. There's nothing else we have to do in here. Now that it's tuned and working, this can remain closed. Yeah, from the back here, now that I have it full screen, you can actually see the mod I made. This sticks out just beyond this extrusion, which means it can't go to the full height. It's fine. I'm only printing ABS ASA parts on this, so don't care. To recap the mods that we do have going on, we have the Konomi in the front, just because I have a ton of them and I really wanted to put one on. I have a Positron 10K part cooling fan in here. Obviously the Nighthawk 36 on the back. Umbilical, which this has been working great. Just this one cable running down the back. Perfect. No problems. Love it. Hasn't interfered at all. Obviously, now this rail system is going to work beautifully. I'm excited to publish these when I'm done. Do I think people should do these mods? No. Do the mods that work for you, but if you want to be insane like me, sure. Why not? All right. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be back with some more chaos. We are likely. I'm gonna order the thingamajigs for these. What were they called again? Shoot, I've completely forgotten. Silicon spacers. Thank you, silicon spacers. Sebas, mind DMing me on Discord a good set, just so I don't forget. Thank you, chat. Yeah, there hasn't been a Switchwire mod in a long time. I love the Switchwire. This is an easy build. This is a fun build. And my favorite part is that I can use these beds on my Mark IV, my future Core 1, and that size Prusa printer. So I'm going to be building more Switchwires because of that. Because I can use it on my other Prusa printers. And we will be building, in the future, a 350 2.4, so that I can use the same bed as the XL. In fact, one of the things I'm going to do... Oh, did I freeze? Oh, yeah, I am very frozen. Neat. That, okay. Hello? Anyway. The mod I want to do is that I want to, where's the reset button on this? Is it accessible? No? Okay, I'll reboot the computer. Hello, I'm Hands in the corner. So what we're gonna do with that 350 2.4 is we're gonna actually take the XL bed and make it work. Is it overkill? Yes. Do I want to have the same functionality as a Prusa XL? Yes. Am I going to turn the 2.4 into a tool changer? Yes. Is it going to be a Voron XL? Yes. I'm chaotic, and we're going to have fun with it. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. That face down there is frozen, so it's not going to be able to say all the things I want to say. But remember to hug yourselves more, call your loved ones, and fight for a cause you believe in, and volunteer for a cause you believe in. I'm stealing everything from everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you on Wednesday. Peace out, everybody. Will this work, or am I really frozen? It's working! Goodbye!